We need to get our theology of rights right again. Do you know, the discussion of human rights didn't start with the United Nations, and it didn't start with amnesty. It started in the church. In the 17th, 18th and 19th centuries, from the time of William Wilberforce arguing against slave trade in the British Isles, it started in the church. Thomas Paine, a deist, wrote, not a Christian, wrote in 1791 that if we have rights, they weren't given to us by governments, they were given to us by our Creator at our inception. Thomas Jefferson took up the same theme when he said all human beings, all men are created equal and endowed with certain inalienable rights. The book of Genesis, the first 3 chapters, talks about 3 rights. The right to dignity. Because I am created in the image of God, I have the right to be respected just because I am human. Immanuel Kant said human beings should never be treated as means to an end, but as an end in themselves. We use things and love people, not the other way. We have the right to equality because we're all made in the image of the same God. No one group should impose their will on any other group because God is no respecter of persons. And the final one it talks about is freedom of conscience. Conscience in communication terms. Conscience is never bullied in the Bible. Jesus did never bully anyone into believing in him or into coming around to his point of view on anything. Conscience can be wooed, persuaded, even by the Holy Spirit, convicted, but never bullied. It is our right. But you know, my rights are guaranteed and protected by the rights of someone higher than me. If I go to the bank and I say I'd like a loan, they have a right to give me a loan or deny me a loan. They have a right to expect me to use that money for good purposes. They thirdly have a right to expect an accounting at the end of the loan period. You can take the analogy too far, sure, but that's what it is like with human rights. My rights are prescribed as a loaner of money by the bank's rights. Someone higher than me has rights, that's why I have rights. Same with human rights. Human rights only work in recognition of the fact that someone higher than me has rights. God has a right to give me life or deny me life. He has the right to expect me to use my life in good and godly ways. He has the right to expect an accounting from me on the day when I face him for how I have used my life. Human rights only make sense that way. Micah 6:8, he has shown you, O man, what is good. What does the Lord desire of you? To do justice, to love mercy. Communism tried those, but it forgot the third one, and walk humbly with your God. Mother Teresa said, I'm not a social worker. I'm just a servant of Jesus. I look for Jesus in the poor. Martin Luther King wasn't talking some social civil rights dream. He was talking Isaiah's dream in the Old Testament. Read his speeches.